Hi, this is Rick Shanklin with the National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky, and here's an updated briefing for our winter storm event tonight and early Friday, as well as a second event that we're forecasting Thursday and Friday. A winter storm warning is in effect from 6 p.m. tonight until noon on Wednesday for our entire region. Total snowfall forecast for tonight and Wednesday morning is from 3 to 5 inches, lesser amounts generally along the Interstate 64 corridor of southern Illinois and southwest Indiana, with locally higher amounts certainly possible across western Kentucky and into adjacent portions of southern Illinois and southeast Missouri. The snow will continue to progress east toward and across the region this evening. We expect an area of snow covering at least parts of southeast Missouri by about 8 o'clock this evening, across about the western half of our region by 10 p.m., and across the remainder of our region around midnight or shortly thereafter. Within a couple hours after the beginning of the snow, we expect the snow to begin accumulating. The heaviest snow overall is expected overnight to around daybreak, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. or so. Most of our region should be experiencing moderate to heavy snowfall. Temperatures tonight in the 20s and even into the teens, and only warming up to around freezing across much of the area on Wednesday will prohibit much, if any, melting of what does fall tonight, especially given the very cold ground temperatures from the recent bitter cold. So don't expect a lot of improvement as far as impacts as we get into the day on Wednesday. Also, cloud cover will be fairly extensive for much of the day across the region. Our second system will be Thursday and Friday. We expect an intense area of low pressure to develop and move northeast across the Gulf Coast states. And the exact track of this storm system will determine the precipitation types and the amounts of precipitation of each precipitation type that we receive across our region. So we're watching that very closely. Also note that the wind fields with this system will be quite intense as it is a fairly deep low moving across, forecast to move across the Gulf Coast states and into the Tennessee Valley. And so the end result is a wintry mass during the PM hours Thursday and into Thursday night and Friday morning especially. We expect mainly snow across the northwest half of our region, but some sleet and even freezing rain could be mixed in across parts of that region as well, with a wintry mix forecast across the southeast half of our region. And the closer we get to the Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee borders, the greater the risk of freezing rain or ice with this system. We do expect a period Thursday afternoon where we might see mainly rain across the very southern part of our region, but elsewhere wintry mixes forecast, except for across the north again where we expect predominantly snow. In fact, here's a more detailed look at the precipitation types we're forecasting with this system. The graph on the left is for 9 a.m. Central Time Thursday, and as you can see, we are expecting a wintry mix across our region at that time of freezing rain, snow, and sleet. And as we warm a bit through the day Thursday, we may see it go over to a mixture of just rain and occasionally freezing rain across parts of western Kentucky. But by 6 p.m. Thursday, we should see mainly freezing rain, sleet, and snow across our region, perhaps still some rain across the southern Pennyrile. However, as we progress to midnight Thursday night, all wintry precipitation, frozen or freezing types of precipitation across our region, still possibly some freezing rain across the southern parts of western Kentucky. Some heavy snow could be occurring along the Ohio River, within 100 miles or so of the Ohio River. And by 6 a.m. Friday, snow will be the precipitation type across all of our region, with heavy snow still occurring across western Kentucky and into southwest Indiana. Overall, the heaviest snow for this event is expected across western Kentucky, a bit closer to the storm system, the center of the low pressure system. This is also the region where we have a greater concern about freezing rain and sleet, as well as you saw in the previous graphics. And this system could be quite significant given the total liquid equivalent precipitation forecast with the system. We're expecting 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, or liquid equivalent, I should say, during the day Thursday across the southern tier of our counties, to less than 1/10 of an inch across the northern tier of counties. However, the heavier precipitation is forecast Thursday night and into Friday, and as you can see, the graphic on the right, some of those amounts are in excess of 1 inch, even approaching 1.5 inches or so liquid equivalent across the southern part of western Kentucky, tapering off to 1/4 of an inch or so as we progress to our northern and western counties, say northwest of a line from Carmi, Illinois to Dexter, Missouri. And the overall summary of this event, we expect the full gamut of precipitation: snow, sleet, rain, freezing rain, wind, as previously mentioned, and falling temperatures Thursday during the afternoon, and the nighttime hours will add to the problems, the impacts of this system. We expect the precipitation to begin early Thursday during the morning hours across areas closer to the Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee border, and continue through the afternoon Thursday night, and not end until Friday morning across our northwest areas, and not until midday or even into the afternoon across western Kentucky and into southwest Indiana. The impacts overall: snow and ice covered roads and other surfaces. We'll have to watch the freezing rain or the ice concern closely to see if we have any impacts from that on power lines and all. At this time, we're not saying that's the case, but we certainly need to watch that closely to see how this progresses. So that's how we see it at this time for these two significant events this week. We really urge you to stay informed. Our website is one good place to do that, weather.gov/PAH, and you can also stay up to date on our social media. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll have later updates.